Flip My Florida Yard is brought to you by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. Protecting Florida's environment starts with you. What you do in your yard can have an impact on the health of our environment and water resources.
Hello, my name is Chad Crawford and welcome to Flip My Florida Yard, the show that helps homeowners transform their yards into beautiful Florida-friendly landscapes. On this episode, we're flipping a high school.
It's an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Students show up in a big way.
I cannot believe that I am putting together a deck.
Look at that.
Wow.
You're a professional.
We pay homage to Florida's most iconic tree.
It has berries for birds and squirrels and all kinds of animals.
Then it's wildflowers and why we need them.
They smell just like rosemary.
Wow.
Oh, so yummy.
Our paver team installs a student-proof pathway.
Is this going to be durable?
Yes, it's going to last throughout time.
And we install an artful system to capture stormwater.
The goal is to try to get as much water back down into the earth as we can.
We build an eco-friendly deck using a tool you've probably never seen.
And that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me.
Plus, we paint a mural, set giant boulders, and plant over 200 Florida-friendly plants. It's all hands on deck for this massive school flip.
I mean, this is what we asked for, so we kind of put ourselves in this situation.
All this and more on Flip My Florida Yard.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? How's school going?
Pretty good.
On Florida's East Coast, sandwiched between the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian River Lagoon, is Cocoa Beach Junior-Senior High School. This school has been known for famous alumni like 11-time world surfing champion Kelly Slater. But lately, this school is looking for a different kind of recognition.
My mission at Cocoa Beach is to become the greenest school in the county.
Assistant Principal Cole Manis and students Palace Green and Peter sent in a submission video to Flip My Florida Yard.
We are looking for your support, our Florida-friendly landscaping flip.
They wanted us to transform an empty space near the front of their school into an educational garden.
We have the school support, and we also have Pete and Palace, and we are fired up.
Peter and Palace Green are two superstars. They have done a lot with getting the community behind them.
I love going to the school because of so many hands-on opportunities.
Faculty and staff really have a passion for teaching.
Everywhere around us there is water, and so important that we do our part to make sure that it is clean, healthy.
We want our kids to be exposed to the most rigorous environmental principles they can get in front of. We actually have an outdoor classroom. We have a floating dock right in the lagoon.
We have been taught growing up that you need to protect where you live.
In preparation, last week the crew worked several days to remove all the sod, plant big sabal palms, and prep for a paver pathway. But even with all this prep work, there's still a lot to do today.
It's a beautiful day. We've got a nice breeze. It's already rained a little bit. As you see, we've got a lot going on here today.
Landscape architect Cody Smith from Dix Height leads the design team.
When I first arrived, it was really just some grass, mostly weeds. There really just wasn't any kind of life. We've got about half the palms in the ground, a mural underway, a lot of boulders. The decking is now started.
University of Florida's IFAS Extension agent Ava Pabone from Osceola County will teach the kids some of the Florida-friendly landscaping principles.
You kids today are going to learn a lot about the Florida-friendly landscaping principles, reduce stormwater runoff, and attract wildlife.
While Flip Foreman Mike Fornes ensures all the contractors are working together and on schedule.
We have a lot to do today, and I'm going to make it happen.
We're fired up that you guys are here to help us get our Florida-friendly landscaping going here at the beach.
Yeah, this is so much better than being stuck in a classroom all day.
I can't believe how many people have showed up.
What have we done?
With that being said, we've got a lot of work to do. Let's get back to work, guys.
All right, y'all come with me. We sent that submission video in over a year ago. It's happening today, and we're fired up.
Cody's design has many layers. For a pathway, he chose a semi-permeable paver system that will wind from one end to the other, inviting students to walk through the garden. Palms, both big and small, will bring a little wow and a lot of shade to this space. A deck made of recycled materials will offer a prime vantage point to take it all in. Then, large boulders will offer natural and durable seating. And then, a redirected gutter will flow into a rain garden, helping to reduce stormwater runoff. We'll install over 200 native plants. And finally, a 50-foot mural will be added to artfully bring the landscape together. Diverting rainwater from the school's roof into the garden is one of today's major design challenges.
All right, Mike, so as we were talking about on the plans, the big idea with this is that we're actually going to take some of the stormwater that's coming from the roof, and rather than it being directed directly into the storm system, we're going to actually capture that water. The school has a really large roof. We are taking one of those downspouts. So we're taking that water, we're channeling it, we're moving it underneath of the sidewalk so that it's an expression, so that you see it happening, you know it's happening. And then ultimately that's going to move into the rain garden.
Stormwater runoff is one of the major sources of pollution for the Indian River Lagoon. This runoff carries pollutants from yards and parking lots into the river. Cody's system is designed to keep the stormwater on site by capturing it and allowing it to seep into the ground naturally.
So one of the harder challenges to diverting this water from the gutter out into this dry riverbed was we had to come across a sidewalk. So that entailed having to cut a channel through the sidewalk with a concrete saw. What's going to cover this right here?
So I think we're going to have Tony with Hollywood Decks. He's going to end up building us a little bit of a deck platform that creates a bridge, but then allows for the water to flow underneath.
Cody's design calls for over 20,000 pounds of rock. Rocks are being used to form the rain garden, which will help prevent erosion. Larger boulders, known as Florida fieldstone, will bring visual interest and provide durable and natural seating.
So the boulders we had to move today are very, very heavy. So we have a special piece of equipment that's common in the landscape industry. It's called skid steer. So we move these boulders with a set of forks so you can move them and put them in delicate areas, because the design team's very particular about how they sit, and they're heavy and they're dangerous. So we want to set them perfectly, because once they're set, you're not moving them.
When you think of Florida, you think of the palm tree.
Carl Sherman has been working with palm trees for over 30 years. He offers up a few tips on maintaining your palm trees.
Several important things to be successful with our palms in the landscape. Water is a key, just like blood is key for us. Plants need water every day. Palm trees have a bigger, deeper root ball, so they need more water for the first year of establishment, but after that, you don't need to do anything special. So another tip is fertilizing. It's only key to fertilize if a soil test comes back and says that you're deficient in something, or you see a deficiency in the palm and you get some recommendations from your extension agent that it might need some type of fertilizer. The last thing I would recommend is pruning. You only really need to prune most of these palms once per year, and I would recommend doing it in August or September. And at the same time, you can cut the berries or the fruits off of them so that they don't litter your lawn. And so you can cut only the fronds that are brown or halfway brown. Anything else you should leave, and you should leave the canopy as full as possible. Lots of landscapers come in and try to give you your money's worth by pruning a palm up really tight and high. That's not good and healthy for the palm. You want to leave them as full as possible. And so don't ever let your landscaper prune them from 9 to 3 o'clock. You really want to leave the head as full as possible. Only prune off brown or dying fronds. Don't let them over prune them.
Are you excited about today?
Yes, very.
Over 20 different species of native plants are being installed today, including a variety of wildflowers.
I've incorporated wildflowers into the design because it's a really beautiful layer to the garden. It's about 10% of this garden. It provides seasonal interest, it provides color.
Today we're planting a lot of wildflowers in the garden, and the main reason for that is to attract wildlife to the area.
It's so pretty.
This is a native salvia. In addition to the color, it will attract butterflies and hummingbirds. I have another one that I want to show you. It's not a real rosemary, but it's a native plant, and you can smell it, and it smells just like rosemary.
Wow.
Oh, so yummy.
How resilient are these flowers to the weather that we get so often in Florida?
Oh, they're perfect because they're used to be in Florida before. Now we're bringing them back. They don't need a lot of water after they're established, and also they reseed themselves. Native plants are perfect because they are adapted to the area already.
In the year 1513, when Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon landed near what is now St. Augustine, he called it La Florida, land of flowers. More than 500 years later, the number of wildflowers in Florida has dwindled. However, many organizations are now working to preserve wildflowers, especially along roadsides. As you drive along many of Florida's popular roads, you'll see these efforts in full bloom. Planting wildflowers in Florida will help restore important native species and preserve a symbol of Florida's culture.
So when we design with native plants, we look to the historic communities for a recipe. Those are our ingredients. And those things naturally work together, right? They just look good, they feel good, they function well. So what we do is we utilize that for inspiration and we carry that into the design form.
Wildflowers are beautiful, and every homeowner should have at least a little section of the wildflowers in their garden. Can you tell me, how do you think these wildflowers are going to attract wildlife into the garden?
Well, these wildflowers are going to attract bees and hummingbirds, which are pollinators. So they spread pollen from one flower to another, which allows plants to reproduce.
Very good.
Before, we used to have just no color. It was dry, it was bare. And I'm just so excited for these wildflowers to come in and just bring the whole front lawn to life.
Definitely durability comes into play when you're working with students that will be moving in and around the gardens.
A deck is somewhere that brings the families and the friends together. We want to create that space that's very inviting and welcoming and ultimately useful.
So Tony at Hollywood Decks, he has a big challenge ahead of him today because the deck is the centerpiece to the garden.
Tony McClem and his crew from Hollywood Decks is working with a new piece of equipment. This machine drills large metal anchors into the ground. Once set, these anchors will serve as a foundational footer for the deck.
This is the stop digging ground screw machine. So we're gonna see here, we got it on forward, we got it at 100% speed.
We're starting at 100%.
Let's go hard,
Okay.
let's get it. All we gotta do is just make sure it stays on level and we'll get it started. So let's go ahead and hit the start button. And if you wanna just give me a hand here,
okay,
what we'll do is we'll just, again, make sure it stays on level. We always like to showcase amazing products that are gonna give us a durable and great finish. In this case, we brought our colleague Stop Digging. We love their product because it's environmentally friendly. It allows us to be able to install footings without impacting the ground or removing dirt. It also allows us to not be mixing any kind of concrete or any other chemicals into the dirt. Ultimately, the goal is to enjoy the outdoor spaces without impacting or harming what's there.
So when I built my fences, I used the concrete 4x4s, I'm tamping it down. How is this different than doing it that way?
This is gonna give you a much better support, right? Again, with less footprint. Right? We're not impacting anything down below. It's a premium product, right? It's gotta be a right fit for the project. In this case, obviously we wanted to go all out, right? We absolutely love building here, so we're gonna make sure that you get the top of the products out here.
When you're building something that teenagers are going to use, it has to be durable, and we have durability with this deck.
This school is going to be able to come out here, not only use it during school hours, but after school hours. It's always nice to see the administrators and all the kids finding a nice space to be able to share together.
When you hear Cocoa Beach, you think of Kelly Slater, you think of surfing, you think of the beach. Sometimes people forget about the Indian River Lagoon, and that's one of the biggest, most important ecosystems that we have in the areas.
The school's proximity to the Indian River Lagoon puts them ground zero for one of Florida's most impaired water bodies. This presents a great opportunity for students to learn a variety of environmental initiatives.
I love going to the school because of the amazing opportunities that we have.
We actually have an outdoor classroom. We have a floating dock right in the lagoon. They can do their classes on the Indian River Lagoon, which is a spectacular opportunity for us. And we're looking at harvesting and growing seagrass, mollusks, bivalves.
One way students are helping the lagoon is caring for oysters and eventually releasing them to restore habitats through a living shoreline project.
I really learned how important it is to maintain our clean lagoon.
I think it's hard not to be inspired by all of the initiatives that we've taken at Cocoa Beach.
I'm so impressed with our kids. They're like sponges, and I love this area and knowing that we're giving the kids the tools so they can give back to our community.
It's so many hands-on opportunities. We have kayaks out there. We can, spend a day out on the water, and it is so nice.
There's a really great relationship between the school and the lagoon and the water quality element that comes into play when you consider the two side by side.
The Florida Friendly Landscaping Program was started right here in Brevard County in 1993. The program was created to reduce the amount of pollution entering the Indian River Lagoon from nearby communities and developments. From there, it's grown into a statewide program and is recognized as an important tool for homeowners to help Florida's environment. Today's flip is an extension of what was started right here in Brevard County over 30 years ago.
This project goes so much farther than beautification. This goes to our roots and what Cocoa Beach is trying to do. We don't just have a great looking project anymore. We have something that's going to serve a purpose, which is especially important with our location on the Indian River Lagoon.
I kind of just showed up and they gave me a drill. Wow.
Good job, what do you think?
That's pretty awesome.
While professional landscapers are doing most of today's heavy lifting, over 20 students showed up on a Saturday to help on a variety of projects.
I mean, this is what we asked for, so we kind of put ourselves in this situation.
So we're always also trying to encourage, right, the young ones. We want them to not only be outside, but actually be involved in the process.
I cannot believe that I am operating a heavy-duty drill and putting together a deck. Like, it is so cool.
Look at that.
Wow.
You're a professional.
One of the projects the students got to work on was a 50-foot mural.
We designed the mural all around kind of that, again, historic plant community about the plants that we're using, and it serves as the perfect backdrop because it's really recreating the scene that we're creating in real life as a backdrop to the garden.
The day before, the design team came in and projected the mural onto the wall, and then they drew an outline of the image. And well, the students took it from there.
We incorporated the mural into the design because we knew it'd be a really great way to engage the students, but we also knew that it'd be another way to tell stories around the landscape. So it's really a picture of the landscape that we're installing in front of it.
Being around these kids gives me hope for the future of Florida.
Okay, I just want to pause here for a moment and say how encouraging it is to see these young high school students care so much about the environment and so eager to protect it. Okay, let's get back to the flip.
Carl Sherman has the honors of holding the first class in the not quite yet completed educational garden.
It's a great day to be out here with all the kids, getting them to learn about all the different palms. It's just so nice to see the kids are so interested in wanting to learn. Can you believe all the stuff going in at your school?
I know, it's crazy.
A lot of these plants are native to Florida, and this is one of the favorites of Florida. It's actually the state tree of Florida. It's sabal palmetto.
So how long does it take to grow a tree like this?
This tree is actually probably 15 years old.
Wow.
They grow from 6 inches to a foot per year, depending on the soil types they're in and depending on the care they get. So it takes a long time to grow a tree like this, but it's actually a very renewable resource. It provides a lot of shade. It has berries that are really essential for birds and squirrels and all kinds of animals. So another great thing about the sabal palm is they have beautiful blooms and they attract a lot of pollinators. When they're blooming in the spring and early summer, you'll see lots of bees and butterflies and things like that swarming around them. So you wouldn't think this tree is edible, would you?
No.
It's hard as a rock, but it actually tastes really good.
If I remember, early settlers of Florida would take out the heart of the palm in the top of the tree.
Exactly.
In salad.
Yep, and the indigenous people of Florida took the growing point, which is very soft, inside the palm, and they would cut down the tree and they would eat that growing point and make it into a cabbage.
Have you ever tried it before?
I have tried it before. It's called heart of palm salad. It actually tastes really good. These things are called boots, and so they're basically the base of old fronds that have either fallen off or been pruned off.
This is the classroom extended outside. When anybody's coming past our school and they walk this area, they're gonna learn about Florida-friendly landscaping.
This is one of the most valuable trees in Florida.
I love palm trees so much. I feel like they're just such a good symbol of Florida, and being able to just like pull up to school every day, see the palm trees, it just makes it feel like much more like Florida school.
This tree is invaluable to our landscape along with a lot of our other native palms.
So there's a lot going on here. We're probably about 60% done. I mean, normally we don't all get on top of each other, all these subs. We have the deck crew, we have the paver crew, we have the landscape crew. So we're all working together to try to get this done in one day. So we're making great progress.
Yeah, you're doing good. Keep it going, yeah.
The paver pathway is going to be really awesome. Originally, we were looking at maybe just doing a mulch pathway. It wouldn't have been as durable. It wouldn't have been very easy to maintain over time.
Brett Adams from Alliance Pavers is showing Cole how these semi-permeable pavers work.
These pavers don't actually interlock as normal pavers, so they actually leave little joints for little rocks to go through, so the water can percolate through the rocks and not the actual paver.
This is gonna be a high traffic pedestrian area for us. How is this gonna hold up to all that foot traffic? Is this gonna be durable?
Yes, it's gonna last throughout time. Then the actual rocks are what actually interlock it. The way that we install it is it's at a random pattern and we leave little spaces in between so we can actually have the rocks to go in there, so it allows the water to percolate down through. And
So small rocks in between.
Small rock. When it rains, it can go right down through the pavers just like it's supposed to be.
We love the idea of the water going down and recharging our aquifer as opposed to it going out and taking all those contaminants across parking lots and into our Indian River Lagoon. Brett, I gotta tell you, this sounds like the perfect system for us. You're telling me that it goes straight down, so we don't have to worry about pollutants going away from our area, so I don't need to worry about any flooding in this area?
No flooding at all. The white's gonna rain and it's just gonna absorb right through. It's gonna be a perfect add-on here to Cahokia Beach High School.
We can't thank you enough for this awesome system. We really appreciate it.
Mulch serves many important roles in the landscape. It brings an aesthetic appeal by providing a neat, uniform backdrop for plant colors and textures. And it also brings a big environmental benefit by retaining moisture in the soil, which reduces the amount of water needed in the landscape.
Pine straw locks together really well. It does break down quickly, and then it also doesn't wash out. It's a really important thing when you're capturing stormwater. It's really good for the environment.
It is so nice to just have a part in your school and be able to do something good. So why did you guys choose these plants?
These two plants are very hard to kill. They require very low maintenance, very low fertilizer to none. They don't need that much water, and they are very easy to take care.
Awesome, that's perfect for this area.
Yes, it is perfect for the area and for a school setting.
Yep. It's so cool knowing that the plants being put in are helping save the environment that I live in.
It's very, very important to teach the generation that is coming to understand that whatever we do here affects not only their backyard, also affects the community. It is refreshing to have the opportunity to speak with the students and teach them some of the principles that they can take to their home and then their community.
For the stormwater diversion system, a trench was built, then the crew laid down small gravel as the base. And for the edging, they used larger rocks known as riprap. The crew from Hollywood Decks built a bridge so water could pass into the rain garden.
We have a garden hose feeding the water just for demonstration purposes for today, but we took one of your downspouts, we modified it so that it comes out into this flowway rather than going directly into the stormwater system.
Okay.
So the water you can see is coming out. You can imagine during a heavy rain event, the amount of water that's coming out. It's going to be slowed by the gravel and controlled by the gravel. And then, kind of as an artful expression, we took out a piece of the sidewalk and we filled it in with decking.
Okay.
So that way the water can flow down underneath of the decking, ultimately leading down to the rain garden.
Okay.
So the rain garden, even during a heavy event, most of this water will never make its way into the storm system. You can see where the drain is, how much water would have to rise to get into that. And then ultimately the water will sink back down into the earth as it's meant to do, or it'll be uptaken by the plants themselves, which the plants love the water and can take up the nutrients as well.
So if I have a massive weather event like a hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression, do I have to worry about this area flooding?
It should really control heavy rain events with the gravel in place and the riprap. I would say that a really good test for this is to watch it throughout the summer months, because during the summer months we get torrential downpours. So I would say watch it during the summer, make minor adjustments, put larger pieces of stone where you need to slow the water, divert it, but most of it should be permeating down. We've had this water flowing for quite a bit, so it will handle quite a bit of water in a major event. The rock that you'll see associated with the rain garden and the water flow is really there to slow the water as well as prevent erosion. The goal is to try to get as much water back down into the earth as we can rather than into our storm systems and downstream.
Before today, this empty space was, well, just that, empty. Now, this Florida-friendly landscape is full of environmental showcases, creating the perfect educational space. The semi-permeable pathway and the rain gutter diversion system will showcase the importance of reducing stormwater runoff so less polluted water makes it into local water bodies. An observation deck made of recycled plastic will give teachers a place to gather students and observe the landscape. Florida-friendly plants and wildflowers will attract all kinds of wildlife and pollinators for students to observe. A colorful mural offers a bright backdrop and a reminder of the surrounding native landscape, and large boulders for natural seating for students who just want to stop, breathe, and take it all in.
Can y'all believe we actually pulled this off?
I know, it's crazy. I can't even imagine like what it looked like before. It is completely different. I love all the different colors and just how lush it looks, and I'm just so excited to see all of the wildlife come in.
I don't think it could have turned out any better.
Walking around, just knowing beyond the beautification that it's actually making an impact on the Indian River Lagoon and our local area, and knowing that the students took the reins on this, it's gonna be awesome seeing them use it every day.
Guys, we did it!
Yeah! Go Beach on 3. 1, 2, 3, go Beach!
We flipped our Florida school!
Each generation has the chance to learn from the last. And this flip is proof. The next generation is ready to step up. So no matter your age, we can all do our part to be a champion for Florida's environment. Well, that's our show. And remember, everybody doing a little, well, that's a whole lot.
I am in our newly flipped lawn. The students here have been loving it so much. It's amazing being able to pull up to school every day, see all the work that we've done. I can see the lawn from my pre-calc room. So many students have just enjoyed it so much, and I'm so glad that we were able to have this opportunity.
Flip My Florida Yard is brought to you by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. Protecting Florida's environment starts with you. What you do in your yard can have an impact on the health of our environment and water resources.